It is a fabulous Sunday morning. Come with my wife and I to check out the Jaeger-LeCoultre watch exhibition here in New York City between 6th and 7th on 23rd Street. It was amazing. Hi, if you don't know me, I'm Jean-Paul. I make high and fine jewelry and a lot of custom work here in New York City. This was really eye-opening, and if you know me, you know I talk a lot about brands like Cartier and Tiffany, and I often talk about how difficult it is for people to replicate really high-end stuff because it is very complicated. And this really stood out to me as a brand that is kind of personifies that. Allegedly, the Reverso watch for Jaeger-LeCoultre is almost impossible to replicate. They are one of the few watch houses that do everything in-house. The artworks, the mechanisms, the glass, everything is done in-house. And what is awesome about this brand, it was actually founded in 1833 by Anthony Lecoutre. They joined up with another watch company, Jaeger, when they created the Reverso watch. Let's first start with some really interesting details. The Lecoutre workshop basically produced watch parts and manufactured watch mechanisms and movements for other watch brands. It was only until a joint venture with the Reverso watch that they became Jaeger-LeCoultre. Now, these are some of Anthony's inventions that separated him from everybody else. This is a face lathe or a watchmaker's lathe, one of the originals. This was a huge leap forward in the watchmaking world. It allowed him to produce super precise parts and produce the kind of quality watches that he did, and why everybody wanted to work with him. And that little mechanism that we were looking at was actually probably his best invention. It was a way of measuring super accurately, like to the 0.01 of a millimeter, which is critical for making very accurate watch parts. Probably his most noteworthy invention was dual function winding mechanism that actually allowed you to wind up the watch and pull the dial out and change the actual hour and minute hand, which is basically in every watch today. He actually got a medal for that. That was his sort of key invention. The whole exhibition is about the Reverso watch, and it was a collaboration between him and another watch company, Jaeger, where basically watches kept getting smashed while playing polo. You need to keep track of time during polo, so he invented a watch case that allowed you to flip the readable watch face onto the inside and have a protective metal case on the outside so you wouldn't damage your watch while playing polo. Huge problem, I know. That led to a wide range of beautiful innovations in watch creations, but the case that slides around and allows it to flip is actually crazy complicated. And it has to be durable enough to play a game of polo, so not just anything will do. He has a ream of patterns on how this is put together, and this is the part that I love. It's so complex and so difficult to reproduce that basically no one attempts to produce knockoffs of this. He's really protected himself through cunning interventions and ingenuity. This is really cool. This is actually a drill press that you use to polish the backs of your watches. And if you ever look at the back of a watch, it looks like there's little tiny mill marks. And this is the tool. It's a little rubber tool that reduces the glare, that makes it easier to see the face of a watch or the face of the mechanism. This is Alex and I having a little bit of fun with the tool here. I might buy one of these. I love it. But really beautiful exhibition. I recommend going. You'll learn a lot about watches, and there's a huge section on enamel watch faces, which is a beautiful part utilized a lot in the jewelry world. Go, enjoy, love, very educational and very inspiring.